broke down.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next are the Texans' creative quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Texans and the Jags on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A gain of 28 yards there, and give them a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field spot.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to give it one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Back to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Hicks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. On 2nd down, it's Hicks, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught outright by Graham. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Hicks. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st down, Hicks. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hicks looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that. But let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Up the middle they go. Bruce. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jenkins. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Now a handoff up the middle. Hicks to the 43, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hicks. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Texans with the football here late in this 1st half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The connection made. It's Graham. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll throw now on the final play. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into week 15 now. So let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very interesting weekend of football. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cincinnati, where it'll be the Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against him because you're running away from people on it.
5 yards remain on second down. Up the middle they go. Hicks. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hicks. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 33. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6th one.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. Bruce. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. On second down now, Bruce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hicks. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Hicks. And he's going to take it down just shy of the 35. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they need to make something happen for a chance at a comeback, and I'd say that qualifies. They took advantage of the play-action pass by the offense, ran right through it, and got a big sack in a big moment.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, Bruce. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Zimmerman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jenkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on 1st down. Bruce. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down. Back to throw. Trying to improvise. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Hicks. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down now. It's Hicks, and he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Hicks. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now the Texans down by 7, a minute 4 on the clock. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Kramer. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kramer. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. He's back to throw. This to possibly force OT. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what your play calls are doing.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go in and score again. Can he get it done?
Well, it doesn't get any more exciting than that. It was all or nothing on the final snap at the goal line, and that defense, they came through with one final stand.
And I don't know about you, partner, but give me a minute here to let my heart get settled a little bit. How about that drama we just saw there? One play could have decided the whole thing. Incredible defensive play to win it. An effort there that can't be understated.
So for the Jags, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop